Hello, I'm Mike Ferraro. I'm ecstatic to be in London. I've been teaching English in the United States for 41 years now, and I'm often asked, why are you still teaching? And the answer is simple. I just want to continue sharing my love of Charles Dickens with my students. So here we are, filming a very abbreviated and very amateurish Dickens documentary. But we do hope that it provides some information and maybe even a little entertainment. So we're beginning here in the neighborhood known as Seven Dial because a young Dickens often visited this neighborhood. Originally, this neighborhood was built in the 1700s. It was supposed to house the well-to-do, but with the advent of the Industrial Revolution, workers needed a place to live, and soon the area was inundated with those people seeking work and many more not finding work. So unfortunately the neighborhood quickly deteriorated into what became a notorious slum. And it's here where young Charles Dickens would often ask his father's friend to bring him. So we can only imagine Dickens standing on one of these corners, observing and cataloging the very characters and types of activities he would later write about. So standing here, he would see 8 o'clock in the morning, men and women drinking gin. 10 o'clock in the morning, the same men and women fighting. He would also observe on each of these corners costermongers selling all kinds of dubious wares, and as he would later write, the most questionable of oysters. He was able to, I think, begin his first theme here because he was very concerned, even as a young boy himself, with the multitudes of young children running about. And they were doing so because their parents would have been in any one of the 7 pubs which appeared on each of these corners. Interestingly, the pubs were connected by underground tunnels, so that if the patrons had to make a quick escape, they could. Dickens immortalized this neighborhood in one of his early essays called Seven Dials. It appeared in Sketches by Boz. Dickens was not using his real name in his earlier writings, so he went by the pseudonym Boz. At this point in his writing career, there were no plots, which we've come to know and love so much. No themes. He hadn't taken up any causes. He wasn't an advocate for anything. But it's interesting that in his earliest of writings, he was writing about the poorest of men, women, children, and the very people whom we know he would later champion in so much of his literature and in his personal life. Now, as you can see today, the neighborhood has certainly changed. It's filled with quirky, esoteric type stores, astrology shops, herbal shops, maybe invited by the 7 Dials. Actually, there are only 6. 6 sundials that appear in the column. They've been here since the 1700s. We ourselves are staying right here in the building I'm standing next to. We are on Mercer and Monmouth Street. We actually live in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Both names, of course, are British in origin, so you see the influence. We're actually going to rest up now because our Dickens journey does not begin in earnest until tomorrow. So until then, cheerio.